Now, I've been spending, since we started MWTC in July 13th last year, we've been doing snipers for free and mostly credit spreads and using Tom's tools. Tom's tools is second to none on the planet. It has great scanners, but it also has the ability to do that in a back test. So FINVIZ is a free way to do it. And so today, this morning, I don't have a trade yet. I'm going to do this live. I looked around a little bit this morning. So what I thought we could do for the next half hour or so, 35 minutes, is let me take you around FINVIZ a little bit. And if you'd like to go there right now, it's finviz.com. And we're going to play around with this software live. And I'm going to be looking around, speaking a little bit, taking you through the software a bit. By the way, it's free. Did I say that? It's free. It's freaking free. And I can't believe it because of the things that it provides. All right. If you go to Screener, you'll see, so click Screener. And then this is the scanner that allows you to do all sorts of stuff. You know, descriptive. This tab here allows you to look at the exchange, market cap, date, earnings dates, dividend yields, relative volume. I mean, a lot of stuff here, even sector. So if you have a strong sector or a weak sector you want to play with, you can do that here. It also has the ability to go after fundamental analysis, you know, sales growth, EPS growth, the growth expected for next year, sales growth, you know, sales, earnings per share are basic ones that most understand. But if you're a fundamental person, you can get into the various plethora of fundamental ratios that can help you predict where a stock might go. So that allows us to combine descriptive, fundamental, and yes, even technical. You know, you got 50-day, 200-day moving average scans, annual high low, 50-day high lows, just any number, gaps up and down. We love gaps in snipers. So this is the environment. And again, let's just play together. I've got a couple of ideas. So here's FINVIZ, finviz.com. You click Screener, and then you can just play around. So let me start from scratch. You know, one thing we could do right now, just to kind of give us a little edge, is let's derive a sector prognosis. Which sector is the hottest or the coldest? Which sector is underperforming or outperforming? So I think I'm going to turn everything off for now. It's just playing around this morning. So I invite you to dig in. Just dig in and start playing as I'm jabbering here. And let's see as a team if we can find any good trades. Hey, Gerardo, you've played with this a little bit. Have you found anything yet?
Yeah, it's really cool, especially when you have really good prognosis things. And if you show there, I was almost showing you something there. Can you share your screen again, please?
Oh, okay. I thought you could share your screen.
Oh, I can do that. Sure.
Yeah. Because I don't want to have to replicate what you've clicked.
I just have so many things here.
While you're talking there, Dan says he likes Spot. We'll take a look at Spot.
Hey, Mike.
Yeah.
Well, he's looking around. Carnival came out and has adjusted its forward looking. So instead of losing 28 to 44 cents a share, they project 8 to 20 cent loss due to higher ticket prices and steady demand.
All right. So they're going to lose less than expected.
Right.
I'd rather them say we're going to make more money than expected, but that's good. So that news came out. So Gerardo, let's pause for a sec. And so the news is out. Carnival is up a little bit for today. It hasn't dropped. We've got support at 1550 right there. We got support at 15. We got support at 14. I tell you, I would be interested in perhaps selling at 14. I would really love it if we could sell at 13. And when I say that, what I'm saying is, what do you think? Yeah, what do you think, Jack? Was it Jack that was talking just now?
No, I just said we're not seeing your screen.
Oh, that would be helpful.
Yeah, I mean, 13 would be a great place.
Yeah, I like 13 as well. The question becomes, is there anything there? The news is just coming out. And so in a live environment, I can't run Tom's tools yet to find these. But in a live environment, what I'll do here is select vertical spread. This is a thinkorswim environment, simulate it. And then I can take a quick look and scan down. Now, I'd love to get in and out by Friday, right? So if you look at
Pre-market,
13
we're
here,
down 90 cents.
pardon?
Pre-market, we're down 90 cents a share.
Carnival was down 90 pre-market. Yeah, now it's up now. Oh, there's the market.
Now 1470.
Okay, there we go. There we go. All right. Let's give it a little space here. Oh. Awesome, awesome. So guess what I'm thinking? Well, it doesn't look like it's very good news. Now we could see a bounce, that's possible, but it seems like perhaps, profit taking's gone on. Carnival has risen strongly. Some profit taking could happen, and then we might get a bounce. So what I want to do now is I'm thinking about selling at 1650 up here. So maybe this bullishness is over, but I want to give the stock a bit of time because profit taking has is ensuing. People are dumping the stock, but is that just profit taking, or is it Chicken Little, skies falling, dump Carnival? Already it's starting to bounce a bit. So let's give it a little more time, Jack. I'm leaning towards selling at 1650. Let's just see what's there just for now, for Friday. 1650 here, 1650, you sell the 1650 call, and then you buy these 17 above. If you did that right now, as I speak, you'd make 4 cents. All right, 4 cents on a 50-cent spread. There's 50 cents between the strike prices. So that the max value of the spread is 50 cents. If you sold it for 3 cents, then your risk would be 47 cents. So that's not even 10%. 10% is sort of my minimum. So right now I'm not seeing that that's going to be completely viable. Again, we want to see what the stock does.
It is continuing down. We're at 1440 right now.
Yeah, I see that. Yeah. So maybe 16 we could sell for Friday. Let's take a look. 16. We can get 4 cents there. If we got 4 cents, that would be 46 cents of risk. Not quite 10%. You could do some fishing here. And you could say, all right, give me 5 cents. Just stick it out there. Not likely to get filled. But if Carnival pops up a little bit, we could very well get filled. Let's give it a bit more time though. 14 will probably hold here at support. So that's not bad. 16 would be a good place to sell. Now, if we can't get any credit, mid price is 3 cents on this 1650. If you can't get enough credit, then you might want to go out another week. And that's not going to give us much more. I just went to July 7 and it's showing the mid price at 4. So even all the way to next week, 5 cents is sort of maybe beyond reach a little bit, but perhaps we could get filled if we went for it. I'm just not 100% confident that in the first 3 minutes of the market that we're not going to see a bounce. That happens a lot on these. It's not a catastrophic crash. It's a profit-taking crash. It is bouncing. If it continues to bounce and reaches back up to 1550, then maybe I'd switch horses and sell a put spread underneath. So it's not a no-brainer. So let's just wait a little bit, give it a bit of time, and we'll check it later in the hour here. Gerardo, back over to you. What do you got on FINVIZ, man?
All right. So one of the things I like the most about this platform is that for newbies, new traders like me, and we don't have a lot of fundamental or technical knowledge, it's really easy to come here and select things there and play with that, and then take a list and check for trades and all that. And one of the special things I found out was this area here, this signal option here. It gives you a lot of things there. Especially, I play a lot with this downgrades and upgrades, because especially for other products strategies, it's really good. But also for this kind of trades, and you are doing right now, if you have a company with downgrades and all that, it's pretty easy to find really cool things. So I usually come here and check the other one of the good things here is most of the time when you check online lists about stocks and all that, you find stocks with no options. And here you can come here and just select the optional stocks. So it makes your work much easier when you are just checking for opportunities. So I usually go there, check about that. I just say I usually like stocks at least over $10 because the moving percentage will be a little softer most of the time.
Yeah, except when it isn't.
Exactly. And then I have been playing a lot, going here, going there, using the 200-day average as an indicator for stocks, just going sideways for other strategies. That's mostly what I do. So after I do that, what I do is I copy this list here and just go to TTR and analyze for that. You want me showing how to do that?
Yeah, please.
Sure.
Could you get rid of your alerts on the top right? 45 order? Or is that mine? Those are mine, sorry. Sorry about that.
So I come here to TTR, which was the software Mike was talking earlier than most of you know, but some people probably don't. And here we have our list. So I come here, I paste all that. Oh, I didn't got the one I want. So I copy this, come here to TTR and paste all that, click save. And then I have a short list and a specific list about stocks I want to analyze. So I go there and I don't know if I want to find a call credit spread, for example, I just go to my stock list, search, and I'm like, oh, there's probably something on Google. Oh, let me see. And I can start playing there with all that and see if it's good for me, it's not. And one of the other great things about FINVIZ is if you come here, you just put your pointer right on top of the ticker, and it gives you a graph right there. So you don't need to move around and go here and close windows and open windows again and go back. So it's pretty cool for that kind of thing. So that's what I usually do. That's the way I had been playing with. I can imagine for people with more technical and fundamental analysis knowledge, it's even better because honestly, I don't understand most of all these things. So I had been using a lot of Google to, what is this? What is this? And that helped me a lot to get the best of this, but it's really powerful and it's free. So for new people just exploring all this, it's a really good tool to play around.
Yeah, I love it, man. You know what I didn't know that you showed me just now is that you can go into selecting just optionables. Not every stock has options, right? So where did you do that again, Gerardo? Under
you go to descriptive. Yeah, that's one of the most powerful things I found, because I used to go on several pages, and that was a problem. I saw something I like, and then I had to go to Thinkorswim or one of my brokers and check, this option doesn't have option, and this stock doesn't have options, and go back. So it was a lot of time there. With this, you just save all that time and you get just optionable stocks.
Yeah. So that's the first thing you all want to do is you go to descriptive and turn on optionable. Now, I tell you, I was playing around with this morning at 5 a.m. and there's some things here that I thought were pretty freaking awesome. And that's here. There's patterns like head and shoulders patterns. So maybe we can play with that a little bit this morning. We got inverse and regular head and shoulders. Let me run this really quickly here. And let's just take a look at a couple of these stocks here, or maybe one of them. Just looking for one I recognize. let's just take this top one, EES. Let's talk about what a head and shoulders pattern is. Yeah, it's not a super good one, but here's your head, there's your left shoulder, and there's your right shoulder. All right, so this is a bearish pattern if the stock cracks below the neckline. The neckline is sort of diagonal, so let's say 40. So if the stock closes below 40, expect a move the distance from that neckline to 50. So that would be a 10-point move potentially to the downside. That's not a beautiful head and shoulders pattern. Let's look at, it's hard to see them on this little pop up here. So that's another cool one. If you want to look for stocks that are bottoming though, here's a few here. Trib. So this is an upside down head and shoulders pattern. Let's look at TRIB. This is a great pattern if you can find them. And, you know, usually I find them because I just see them looking at stock charts randomly, but I really love this, that this is available for us. Here's the short high yield ETF. Yeah, it's not a super great one. Here's your upside down head. Here's your elongated shoulder. This is not a pretty one, but you'd have to siphon through them. And maybe it's not as useful as I thought. I'm just looking through them and the patterns are not really good ones. Multiple tops, double channel down, channel finder, major news, horizontal support resistance. That's pretty cool. Let's look at ACI, Albertsons, ACI. Yeah, there's a beautiful, look at that resistance line right around 2150. That's pretty cool. I've been wanting that for a long time. And they have it here for free. What? GPP. It's just trying to find one I recognize. TBT, the bonds, TBT. Horizontal support resistance. Yeah, I'd say it has it. 31, 30, this 32, 30 or so. Right down here at 27, that's bonds or inverse bonds, ultra short bonds. So there's a lot here. Now I'm going to start looking, but you know, who out there right now has any interesting trades they're looking at? Has anybody played? Kathy wants to know how you switch it from black to white on the background, Gerardo. Maybe I can do it.
Yeah, that usually set up from your computer. So my browser changed during the night and the day because I have my computer set up that way.
Actually, it's on the top on the right. It says theme.
Yeah, exactly.
Right here at theme. Okay.
Right when Johnny was.
Oh, there we go.
Thank you.
Thanks, Johnny. So right up here, Kathy, where it says theme, you can.
Yeah, thank you. That's much easier to read for me. Thanks.
Yeah, you're welcome, Kathy. Do you have us a trade, Kathy?
Not yet.
I'll tell you what, y'all play around a little bit, beginning, and then I'm looking at it.